Q106.7 weather.
Here's your KQNK forecast. Clear skies today with highs around 60. Westerly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. 22 tonight. Daytime highs approaching 53 tomorrow. Bright sunshine expected. Temps a bit above average Thursday and Friday with highs in the upper 40s. Slight chance for mixed precipitation changing to all rain Thursday. Slight chance for a mix of rain and snow on Friday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Laura Lockwood. Currently, it's 21 degrees.
Kansas Information Network News, I'm Jen Austin. A homicide suspect's high-speed chase in northwest Kansas ends in a deadly crash.
The Kansas Highway Patrol identified Jerry Wayne Thompson as the victim of a fatal crash during a weekend pursuit near Greensburg. Thompson, linked to a homicide investigation in Anderson County, fled a traffic stop on US 54 Saturday night. After stop sticks were deployed by the Kiowa County Sheriff's Office, his car veered into a ditch, went airborne, and rolled. Thompson, not wearing a seatbelt, was ejected and later died at a hospital. A loaded firearm was found at the scene. I'm J.P. Bazette.
A national news anchor will receive an award soon in Kansas. NBC Nightly News and Dateline NBC anchor Lester Holt will receive the 2025 William Allen White Foundation National Citation April 10th at KU in the Kansas Union Ballroom. The award has honored other impactful people, including Dr. Sanjay Gupta, Walter Cronkite, and Bernard Shaw. The William Allen White Foundation was founded in 1945. This is Kansas Information Network News.
Feeling the aches and pains of everyday life slowing you down? Introducing Blue Emu, America's #1 emu oil formula for pain relief. In a recent clinical trial, 91% of users saw improvement after using Blue Emu. Whether you're working hard, playing harder, or just staying active, Blue Emu penetrates deep to relieve joint and muscle pain fast. And best of all, you won't stink. Join the 91% who felt the difference. Find Blue Emu at your local retailer or online. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Good morning, I'm Natalie Hadley with your KQNK News, brought to you by Firebolt Ag, LLC, serving all of your chemical and fertilizer needs. New data from the Kansas Department of Transportation shows a decrease in traffic fatalities in the state over the last 4 years, and this includes 2024, when Kansas saw the lowest number of traffic-related deaths in decades. During a House committee hearing on transportation, the Kansas Department of Transportation reported seeing a peak in 2020 with 426 traffic deaths. However, in each year that followed, the number continued to trend down. Last year, the Kansas Department of Transportation data showed that there were 347 fatalities, which is the fewest amount of highway deaths since records started being kept in 1947. While the Kansas Department of Transportation Secretary Calvin Reed said the data could change as information comes in from trauma centers across the state. He attributed the decrease in traffic fatalities to driver education and more legislation increasing road safety. Reed said the Kansas Department of Transportation is there because they want to make sure that they're designing the roads and doing what they can to help prevent serious injury and fatal crashes. He said they have people from the healthcare system there because another issue is how quickly they can get people to a trauma center, as that's one of the biggest predictors for the outcomes of a crash. The Kansas Department of Transportation uses a crash data dashboard to look at trends and discover the main causes of fatal accidents on Kansas roadways. And they said that more work is needed in 2025 to ensure traffic fatalities decrease for the 5th consecutive year. Kansas Insurance Commissioner Vicki Schmidt announced that the Kansas Department of Insurance recovered more than $11.8 million for Kansans in 2024. The department's Consumer Assistance Division has recovered over $47.7 million for Kansans since Commissioner Schmidt first took office in 2019. Consumer assistance is one of his top priorities, and he said she was proud that they have been able to help so many Kansans. She said if you have an issue with insurance, she wants to hear from you. Funds considered recovered are calculated when department staff assists individuals in need of support during their insurance claims process. If a dispute arises between a policyholder and an insurance company, regardless of the type of insurance, the Kansas Department of Insurance investigates the complaint. Department staff works with the consumer and the company to ensure the insurance policy is followed and benefits are paid accordingly. A county-by-county breakdown of the recoveries can be found with the 2024 annual report recoveries at insurance.kansas.gov. If you or someone you know is having trouble with an insurance claim, you can contact the Kansas Department of Insurance Consumer Assistance Division at 785-296-3071, email kdoi.complaints@ks.gov, or you can visit the department online at insurance.kansas.gov for any claims-related questions or concerns. Lieutenant Governor and Secretary of Commerce David Tolan recently announced the award recipients for the Strategic Economic Expansion and Development, or SEED, grant program. In this round of funding, more than $250,000 was distributed among 12 recipients across the state. Tolan said through the SEED grant program, they're helping Kansas's small and rural communities grow stronger and become more resilient, as these investments will drive economic development, enhance local services, and create a more prosperous future across the state. The awardees of the grant represent communities with a population of 5,000 or less, and the awardees had to provide a minimum 10% match and complete the proposed projects within 12 months. Projects will be focused on economic development and revitalization efforts through quality of life categories that includes child care and senior programming, community vibrancy, food retail, and libraries. Funding for the SEED program, which is administered by the Kansas Department of Commerce, is provided through the Technology-Enabled Fiduciary Financial Institutions Development and Expansion Fund, which was enacted in 2021 through bipartisan legislation to promote economic development throughout the state. The 2024 SEED grant recipients include locally for Community Vibrancy, Oberlin Decatur County Economic Development Corporation in Decatur County for $22,500. In Nebraska news, a man who rammed a skid loader into several vehicles in southeast Lincoln has been committed to a psychiatric hospital. In a ruling on Friday, Lancaster County District Judge Darla Ideas found that 37-year-old Samuel Payrot could be a danger to himself or others, and she ordered the Lincoln Regional Center to evaluate Payrot, who was found not guilty by reason of insanity only, and to develop a treatment plan within 90 days. On January 14, 2024, Payrot used a skid loader to hit several vehicles near 73rd Street and Pine Lake Road. Police said he then drove to the Home Depot at 70th Street and Nebraska Parkway and rammed even more vehicles, including a Lincoln police cruiser. He also damaged 2 businesses in his rampage, according to the court documents. In total, Payrot caused an estimated $114,000 in damage, and 1 person suffered minor injuries. After the mental competency evaluation, Payrot will be returned to the Lancaster County Jail. IDEAS scheduled another hearing for April 17th to determine the next step. A study that was recently released by the Nebraska Department of Environment and Energy found high levels of nitrate in groundwater. Nitrate is a naturally occurring compound caused by the breakdown in nitrogen, but when levels get too high in drinking water, above 10 milligrams per liter, it can cause health problems. And some research has even linked elevated nitrate levels to cancer and birth defects. According to environment officials, 86% of Nebraskans' primary drinking water source is groundwater, and almost 20% get their water from private wells. And those are more susceptible to nitrate because they're not regulated like public water systems. In the study, almost 3,500 private wells were sampled, the most ever in the state of Nebraska. The report also found that nitrate is higher than ideal, but still within safe levels in some public water systems, including Waverly, where the study found that Waverly's average nitrate concentration over 5 years was 7.05 milligrams per liter. I'll be back with more in just a moment.
Firebolt Ag is a full-service fertilizer and chemical retailer. They customize products for individual farmers' needs, with the primary focus being customer profitability. Let Josh and Jack help you get the most out of your farm ground. They also provide in-house marketing with Ron Wall of Flatwater Solutions. Visit Ron in Phillipsburg or call Josh at 785-854-8484 or Jack at 308-840-2819. Firebolt Ag, your leader in agriculture.
The Colby Community College Registrar's Office has released the names of students who earned a place on the President's and Vice President's honor rolls for the fall 2024 semester, and the individuals completed at least 12 credit hours with no failing grades. The President's honor roll includes 92 students with a 4.0 grade point average, and 58 students on the Vice President's honor roll had grade point averages between 3.75 and 3.99. Students that were honored locally include on the President's honor roll from Hill City, Rayleigh Shalito, from Lenora, Megan Obermeyer, from Norton, Michaela Cadwalder, Ainsley Collins, and Angela Horacek, and from Phillipsburg, Alana Gindas. Local students on the Vice President's honor roll includes from Almena, Darcy Davis, from Long Island, Austin Cox, and from Oberlin, Cheyenne Hale. The 20th season of the Smoky Hills PBS live viewer call-in show, Doctors on Call, hosted by Jenna Miller, began airing its new season on Tuesday, January 7th. Since its inception, Doctors on Call has been a trusted source of information for communities across Kansas, offering viewers the opportunity to hear from medical professionals on a variety of topics, ranging from chronic conditions to preventative care. Les Kinderknecht, the senior producer and director of Smoky Hills PBS, said the show has been a trusted resource for their viewers, offering a unique opportunity to engage directly with healthcare experts and gain valuable insights into their health concerns. Viewers also have the opportunity to call in with questions live during the show, and today, Tuesday, January 28th, they will highlight pain management with Dr. Bel Razafindarebi, talking about pain, spine, and rehab. To submit questions electronically on a specific topic, viewers can send an email to doctors@shptv.org. However, a question submitted through email must be received by noon on the day of the show. During the program, viewers can call in questions at 1-800-337-4788. And for more information or to view past topics, you can visit smokyhillspbs.org. Each January, the EPA seeks to raise awareness of radon exposure during National Radon Action Month, encouraging residents to test, fix, save a life, and protect themselves and their families by having their homes tested for the presence of radon. Radon is a naturally occurring radioactive gas produced by the breakdown of radium, thorium, and uranium in the ground. It is colorless, odorless, and tasteless, and if left untreated, radon can accumulate indoors, leading to significant health risks. As, after smoking, radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the United States, claiming the lives of approximately 21,000 Americans each year. However, radon exposure is a preventable health risk and a simple solution: testing for radon, which can help avoid prolonged exposure. Most homes in EPA Region 7, 4 states, are located in areas classified as EPA radon zones 1 or 2, indicating a high or moderate potential for elevated radon levels. And to determine if your home is in one of these zones, you can view the EPA's map of radon zones for your state at epa.gov/radon. Radon test kits can be bought online and in home improvement stores, and National Radon Program Services at Kansas State University offers test kits for purchase online. The EPA recommends taking action to fix your home if you discover radon levels above 4 picocuries per liter, and if your home does have elevated levels, a qualified professional can install a system to reduce indoor radon levels. For more guidance on addressing radon risks, you can visit epa.gov/radon. or the Kansas Department of Health and Environment website at kdhe.ks.gov. The state's treasurer's office reported that there is around $616 million in unclaimed property waiting for people to claim in Kansas, so they're helping to explain how people can stake a claim on these unclaimed funds. The Kansas State Treasurer's Office describes unclaimed property as mostly consisting of money. However, it can also be any financial asset that is yet to be claimed by its owner or hasn't been used by its owner for a long period of time, usually consisting of around 1 to 5 years, though real estate is not counted as unclaimed property. Unclaimed property can consist of insurance proceeds, stocks and bonds, safety deposit box contents, payroll checks, money orders, refunds and overpayments, and bank accounts. People looking to search for unclaimed property with the Kansas State Treasurer's Office can get started by heading to the agency's website at unclaimedproperty.ks.gov where a section on the website has boxes for you to fill out with your name, city, zip code, and property ID. And you can also use this website to check the status of previous claims. Another section on the Kansas State Treasurer's website will help you get a search started for unclaimed property tied to your name, and staff will investigate your claim and match your information to details like your address or social security numbers. However, if the owner of the unclaimed property is deceased, the process can become more complicated. This is a completely free process where people just take a claim on unclaimed property, and there are no finder's fees for turning over unclaimed property to the state. Your menu today for Eisenhower Elementary School: for lunch you'll have lasagna, tossed salad, peaches, garlic bread, and milk. For Norton Community High School and Junior High, your lunch today will be chicken nuggets or chef salad with whipped potatoes, gravy, fruit, and milk. And for Northern Valley Schools, your lunch today will be orange chicken, rice, roll, vegetable, and fruit. I'm Natalie Hadley. Your KQNK News was brought to you by Firebolt Ag, LLC, farmers helping farmers to succeed. You can contact Firebolt Ag today to get the most out of your farmland. Your KQNK weather forecast is being brought to you by Hinkle Termite and Pest Control, your Norton experts for all of your pest control needs. Your forecast for today: it should be sunny with a high near 60 and a west wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, it should be clear with a low around 22 and a west wind around 5 miles per hour. On Wednesday, it should be sunny with a high near 53 and a northwest wind around 5 miles per hour, becoming southeast in the afternoon. And on Wednesday night, there's a chance of rain before 3 a.m., then a chance of rain or freezing rain. It should be partly cloudy on Wednesday night with a low around 30. I'll be back with the rest of your forecast in just a moment.
When you've got bugs, we know what a nuisance that can be.
Lock 'em out. From Hinkle Termite and Pest Control, Lock 'em Out is our very effective residential insect prevention program. We'll come to your place and treat your foundation plus all insect entryways. And while we're there, receive a free termite inspection. Call Mr. Rich Wenzel, our certified technician in Norton, at 785-202-0167. That's 202-0167.
Continuing with your weather forecast, on Thursday there is a slight chance of rain or freezing rain before 9 a.m., then a chance of rain. It should be partly sunny Thursday with a high near 49. On Friday, it should be sunny with a high near 51. On Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 62. On Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 59. And on Monday, it should be mostly sunny with a high near 43. Currently, with fair skies, it is 23 degrees. The humidity is 74%. The wind speed is west at 6 miles per hour. The barometric pressure is 30.05. The dew point is 16 degrees, and the current wind chill is 16 degrees. Your weather was brought to you by Hinkle Termite and Pest Control right here in Norton. You can call Hinkle Termite and Pest Control at 785-202-0167 for all of your pest control needs. It is 8:22. It's time for Kansas Sports. That's being brought to you by United Northwest Federal Credit Union, where everything they do for you.
Save more, earn more with the Easy Saver account at the United Northwest Federal Credit Union. Enrollment in this program automatically rounds up the amount of all debit card and share draft purchases made from your checking account to the next whole dollar and deposits into the Easy Saver savings account. Not only will this account help you save, but it also earns 2.01% APY monthly. Special terms and conditions apply. Come in today and open your Easy Saver account at the United Northwest Federal Credit Union, where everything we do for you. NCUA insured.
KIN Sports, I'm Spencer Dupuis. The Chiefs knocked off the Bills 32-29 Sunday night in the AFC title game as they will head back to the Super Bowl for a chance to be the first ever three-peat. And after the game, Patrick Mahomes talked about how great it is to be able to clinch the AFC at home rather than being on the road like they were last year in Baltimore, and how much seeing the fans celebrate means to him.
To be able to do it again at Arrowhead was special. I mean, last year it was awesome. You get there and you win it, but you're at a different stadium, and then being able to win win it at Arrowhead, and then you get that trophy on that stage, and you look around, and there's not a seat empty. It is a special place, and I'm glad that I get to be a part of Chiefs Kingdom and here in Kansas City, because these moments that I'll have for the rest of my life.
The Chiefs and the Eagles will do battle in Super Bowl 59. That's set for Sunday, February 9th at 5:30, and it'll be broadcast on Fox this year as the Chiefs go for the first ever three-peat. Kansas Information Network Sports, I'm Spencer Dupuis.
The bitter cold of winter is tough on livestock. Valley Vet Supply can help you gain more control over cold weather impacts on your herd with these winter warm-up products. The Royale Heat Animal Warmer from Valley Vet is a small, durable heated shed for newborn calves and lambs. Replacement heaters are available too. Keep cold off and body heat in with calf blankets, available with single and double insulation. Keep your horses cozy with Comfitech horse blankets in a variety of sizes, styles, and colors. No more chopping ice on those tanks. Your animals will drink easily with submersible or floating stock tank heaters and de-icers from Valley Vet. At valleyvet.com, you'll find exceptional value and a large selection of meds and more, shipped fast and free on most orders over $75. Find your ranching needs at valleyvet.com or shop their store in Marysville.
Valleyvet.com. Valley Vet Supply.
It's true, many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, I agree, and I'd like to help. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Philip Eisenhagen. Together we can give your long-term retirement strategy the attention it deserves. Stop by our office at 418 East Home here in Norton or call 877-3373. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.